Hello, my name is Brandon Stout. I am a YouTube content producer here in Los Angeles. I specialize in making YouTube content that focuses on urban exploration, conspiracy theories, urban myths, the occult, anything like that. My friend and colleague Jared Anderson snuck onto an island called Nalu Island in the Caribbean. He went to this island to explore an urban myth about a demon called the Leviathan demon that supposedly came to this island and wiped everybody out, killed all the population, killed everyone that lived there. While Jared was exploring the island, I reached out to a contact of mine that worked at the White House, and they gave me information on a group called Project Leviathan. They own that chain of islands there on the Bermuda Triangle, including Nalu Island, and were performing unregulated, dangerous experiments on interdimensional travel and interdimensional portals on this island. This sounds insane. Interdimensional portals, interdimensional rifts, things coming in, coming out. I know. It sounds crazy. It sounds like we're putting on a show, but that's not what happened. That's not true. My contacts send me over footage of different anomalies that were coming in and out of the portals that Project Leviathan was testing on. And we found out they were wiping out their entire scientific team. We found out they were killing all of their people. I told Jared he had to get off the island. That was 6 months ago, and I haven't heard from him since. I am working now and investing everything I have to trying to find him and figure out what Project Leviathan is doing. I'm recording all this so that I can go live about what is going on with Project Leviathan. They're probably listening to me right now. They're probably watching this recording somehow, but I don't care. I don't care what happens to me. I need to figure out what happened to Jared. I have to find out what happened to him. Not only did my informant at the White House send me footage of Project Leviathan's experiments, detailed documents explaining what they're doing on the island, but they also let me know that there is land several hours outside of Los Angeles, desert land, that is owned by the Project Leviathan group. I don't know if Jared could be held there in some facility or not, but all I know is that I need to go check it out and I need to see what's happening. All right, so it's about 4:15 in the morning. I have about a 3-4 hour drive ahead of me. Out to the desert. I've got the van loaded here, production van, to go check out the land that is owned by Project Leviathan. My plan is to stay out there as long as I need to stay out there to find what I need to find. So we'll see how this goes. Not really keen on messing with this barbed wire, so I think I'm gonna just not make it into this one, I guess. These are more structures that are on the land owned by Project Leviathan. They would bring young children here and experiment on them. Supposedly if you come here at night, the legend has it that you can see some of the children still here in the buildings. Most of them were orphans back in the day. There was some sickness that came through the town and a lot of kids were orphaned, and so whoever brought them in worked for a Project Leviathan group, and they would experiment on the kids because there was no one there to hold them accountable, whether it was occult or interdimensional things or anything like that. I don't know. I assume it was any and all. Let me go check out a few more buildings that I have more information on, and we'll see what we can find. be honest with you, it feels like a nice little town. Just kind of through the desert, came to a nice little town. Got my van parked here by a nice playground. And then over here is the shut down school. If you keep going, over here is the old facility of some kind right there. All right, so all of this land that you see, these mountains, everything is owned by the Project Leviathan Corporation. So it's very strange. I was driving through the desert. I went through this gate that said restricted, just kept going, lots of abandoned buildings, abandoned barns, just farmland, 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 and then all of a sudden I came upon this little town. It seems to have a lot of people, pretty populated. The only thing I'm seeing are these white, unmarked kind of trucks and SUVs driving by. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna check out this abandoned school over here. It's very strange. It's all kind of within this residential area. Supposedly the story is 100 years ago it caught fire and burnt down. Nobody knows why. There just happened to be a strange fire that happened and burnt the whole school down. The kids were sadly trapped inside. They were not able to get out. Were they being tested on? Were they chained to their desks? What happened? This is another facility. That one burnt down more recently, like 10 to 20 years ago. Debris here from the fire, it looks like. Shoe. Just pieces. I heard a snake under there. Yeah, there's something under there. Well, it says welcome, so I guess we'll go in. Feels very creepy in here. Please let me out, I'm dying. He has me stuck in here. If you see this, I'm something. Seems like a big open courtyard area. These cars that keep driving by, kind of unmarked vehicles. More debris in here, broken glass. What are the odds that this place would burn down and then the Project Leviathan facility over there would burn down as well? Seems pretty crazy. Whoa, this freaks me out. I don't know why, but I got a really eerie feeling. There are these holes. Is anyone down in there? I don't know. There's stairs that came down. This almost feels like a basement of some kind, like it's lowered, like this was the floor and like we're kind of in a basement area. It's very creepy underground tunnels. I think that one goes all the way through the other room. I don't know if this is like a toilet or pottery or something. Broken glass. There's a bottle here, like a glass bottle. Here, let me take that. It's kind of a cool bottle, but what's the stuff inside of it? Chew or something, maybe, like tobacco chew. It's still liquidy though. Kind of dripping still. It's crazy. I'll hold on to that. I feel a little weird here, but I wouldn't say it's anything overly weird other than just being freaked out. That it's just like a creepy place. It's pretty chill. The only thing is I keep seeing these white SUVs drive by, and that makes me a little worried that somebody is keeping an eye on this place and they know that I'm here. So let's pick it up here. Everything's pretty much in pieces. So I found that bottle. This is the culprit that keeps terrifying me. Keep thinking it's someone coming after me or a rattlesnake. They have these underground tunnels. I don't know. I'll just get out of here. We'll move on to the next spot. Oh, one location down. I think we're going to hit up the bigger facility. Yeah, hand sanitizer after doing an exploration. It's strange, I keep seeing these like white SUVs circling around. If they own this land, they can kick me out at any time. As soon as I went through those gates to enter this town, you know, I assume that I'm kind of a legal person in this area. I don't have authorization to be here. See? Another one of these SUVs coming by. They're all white and unmarked, they don't have plates. Kind of like I'm on their territory, so there's no real sense in hiding. If they want to get me, they can get me. Just so strange, they have the fence around the whole town. Everyone seems cool with it. I don't know if they're employed by Project Leviathan or if it's just affordable, cheap housing. This kind of fascinates me a little bit. Okay, it's still dripping. If this is like super old, I don't know how it would still be kind of liquefied. My first thought is that it's like like chewing tobacco. It's someone spit in here. My lungs. Start chewing tobacco. Black stuff is still in my lungs. So I'm gonna go check out this other facility now. Let's see what's in there. All right, so this supposedly burnt down about 20 years ago. The facility spanned the entire block here. They've since, it seems like, put more houses and things. So it's become more residential, it looks like. Let's get inside and see what's going on. There are more cars coming. I thought there'd be a break in the fence somewhere. Okay, so I found there's a break in the fence. Wow, that sucker's tall. Wonder if the whole thing, like, if it was all that tall. They house patients here? Was this a research facility? What was this? I don't think I can express to you how massive this thing is. Look at this. Look how big this is. 8 stories, something like that? 7, 8 stories? These are crazy. Whatever's in here. It looks like a lift of some kind. Look at this snake. Looks like there's a door over here. Let's check this out. Looks like they sealed it up. Yeah. They sealed it up. No snakes in there, anything like that. I can't get up here, so I'm gonna have to rely on the camera. Let's see what's in there. Looks like this is the only way in and it's blocked off. Not really much. Down below, is there anything? I don't know, maybe like a basement. That doesn't mean anything because I can't get in there. Ah, creepy. It looks like there's old beds and things. It's like patient beds. Creepy. Looks like it'll break right through. Is this like a basement? Did they keep people down there? Look at it, there's beds. As you can see here, there are these creepy windows going up. And all I can imagine is some sort of patients being tested on by Project Leviathan and them trapped in the facility looking out those windows. I'm wondering if this is, where is it? Right there. If this is like patient files or something. I'm gonna try to get it out, but I'm gonna try to do it without falling through this floor, because that would be bad. Let's see if this can hold my weight. Okay, this is something. Stick it in my bag. We're gonna get out of here. We found a folder. I don't know what's in it, but we found something. Let's go. Okay, so I'm back over here by the school. Oh, my van's right there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm dehydrated or if I just didn't eat enough, but my head is killing me. I was planning on driving back to LA tonight and sleeping there, but I think tonight I might just have to crash here, as much as I don't want to. But my head is just killing me. It's throbbing. All right, I gotta get out of this town. Nothing. I was just no, I was just filming.
Permission to be here?
No,
you got permission to film with that camera?
No, I was
Who
just.
sent you here?
No one. I was just. I have a YouTube channel.
A YouTube channel? You're a YouTuber?
Just talking about the paranormal, the occult, things like that. Yeah, I'm by myself. I heard Holomere, has some ghosts and paranormal, so I was just trying to see what I can see, and yeah.
You want to know the true story about Holomere?
I mean, do you know the true story?
Oh, I know the story. Follow me back to my house. I'll talk to you about it if you want to know.
Okay.
Follow my truck.
It's just one of the white trucks that keep driving by. Okay. Yeah, I'll follow the white truck. I think I'm just gonna get out of here now that he's gone. Yeah, I'll be right behind you. You don't need to wait up. I'll be right there. I don't know what to do. So against my better judgment, I'm following this truck here. This guy says he knows something about... Where did he go? Did he turn there? Okay, I've lost the guy. I think he's up here. I don't know anything about this guy, so let's just hope that he doesn't kill me. He was driving around in one of these white trucks I kept seeing pull by. There, I think that was it right there. But then there's another white truck over there. So I'm not sure. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it seems like a nice enough house. Not too worried that he's gonna kill me, but It's Brandon, the guy that you just saw at the park.
Oh. Come on in, city boy.
Okay.
Come on out to the garage and be more comfortable.
Okay. So yeah, right here is a good spot. Get that cool car, that muscle car in the back here.
Yeah, that's my baby.
How long did it take you to, oh, sorry, are you cool if I mic you? Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Cameras are rolling. So first off, thank you so much for having me and inviting me over to your beautiful home. For my viewers, if you could just introduce yourself, give your name, what job you have in town, that would be great.
Well, I'm John McCready, and I don't have a job anymore.
So you're unemployed then?
You can put it that way.
Okay. Did you, what job did you have in town here in Holomere before you were unemployed?
I was hired at the psychiatric hospital just out of high school. And I worked my way up and became the head of security for the last 7 years before, the incident.
What incident are you talking about?
Thomas was skinny and sickly, malnourished. He was easy to restrain most of the time. And then that one night, Thomas killed his orderly. Busted out of his room, and made it out to the lobby. He almost escaped, but I grabbed him. He was so strong. Took the keys from my belt and stabbed me in the shoulder with my own keys. I was able to eventually get on top of him, and two other orderlies were able to help me get him under control for that night. Woke up in the hospital. I was told I was fired, not allowed back in the building, and I get my penance of disability. Not like the Finches don't have enough money. You know, they started this town.
So the Finches, who are the Finches?
Finches.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to start?
I mean, at the very beginning would be great, just to kind of know. So are they kind of like a wealthy family in town here?
Oh, they're wealthy. The Finch family started this town back in 1872. They learned that there was precious metals and minerals, cobalt and nickel in the mountains all around Hollowmere. They could make even more money with a mining operation, so that's what they did. Bad things started happening in Hollowmere. The miners started changing. Some killed their livestock, some murdered their whole families.
We study a lot on the occult, the demonic. Did they unearth something that was
I don't
evil?
know what they did, but I've heard the stories of what happened. The same people that committed murders and did these things, apparently the Finches noticed that they also had some special abilities. Why they built the orphanage and those other burnt up buildings now that you were at.
Yeah.
And the psychiatric hospital that I used to work at.
So were people still affected by these mountains even after the mines shut down, or if, later on?
I showed up and went to work, and my job was to keep the facility secure, and I did that until the day I was fired.
What were they doing to people in the psychiatric hospital?
I don't know what they were doing. I know that even as the head of security, there were rooms I wasn't allowed in. I would hear screams and blood-curdling yells. And I still hear them. Skinny Thomas, that night he had strength like no human strength. He was able to overpower me, and this guy was sickly and weak before. Whatever happened to him in that room, that's what the Finches were after. I was fired because I saw what he could do after.
John, if you don't mind me asking, it seems like the entire town of Hollowmere has this kind of sordid past to it, these terrible things that have happened here. Why do people choose to stay in Hollowmere? Just driving into town, it felt like everybody was kind of...
What are you trying to say about Hollowmere? I'll tell you why we stay here, because it's our home. And we're not too fond of outsiders like you coming in and talking about demons and monsters and all your other stuff on YouTube, so that the millennials can sit behind their keyboards typing and talking about Hollowmere like they know what happened. They don't know what happened. You don't know what happened. And you know what? I don't got any love lost for the Finches. They're bad people, but they're better than people like you and outsiders. Mm-hmm. They're better than people that come in here looking down on us, acting like we're here for their amusement. You know what? Maybe I should kill you. Cut your belly open and string your insides up in my living room for my Christmas decorations.
John, I don't think that's a good idea.
Huh?
I apologize for offending. I think that we'll just wrap this in.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Heading out of here?
I think it'd be best for me to go and just get on the road.
You might want to get out of here before it gets dark.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't want the town cannibals to get a hold of you.
Yeah, I'll head
Go
on
on.
out. Okay, are you gonna get me this time?
Before you go, you should drive out to Old Hollow Drive.
Okay.
Up
Okay.
on the top is the plot where the Finch's mansion used to be. But be careful for the cannibals.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll just get out of your hair. Thank you for your interview today. So I decided to crash here in the van. I'm not feeling very good. And it's probably like 3 or 4 in the morning. I don't know. It's really cold out here. I pushed Jared. I pushed him to fake some of his videos. I pushed him to try to get more followers and figure out how to do that. And that made him go to the island. It's all my fault. Pushed him to do it. And then I was pissed off when he went to that island without telling me, and you're over here just like, why am I mad that I have torpedoed his career by faking things, and then I push him to make more episodes and bigger episodes, and then he goes and does it, and I'm irritated at him that he listened to what I told him to do. I don't think I can sleep anymore here. There's one more desert location I want to hit up, and then I want to get out of here because this place is freaking me out. Something. What's that? It feels like something's watching me. Shh. There's something in the bushes. Do you see this, though? I'm getting out of here. I found something. box here that's tied up. Why would they tie up a paper mask? We have hard drives, we have film reels, Polaroid cameras, VHS tapes, whole bunch of drawings. I don't know what any of this means. I definitely want to go through all of this stuff, but before we get too far, I definitely want to get these cameras, there's a third one, sent out for development here. I know they take a little bit. Shipped out. On boot. I just don't know if these hard drives are going to load. I don't know. That's the mask that I think was all tied up. I'm seeing things that I can't unsee. How is this connected? I don't understand what this has to do with Project Leviathan. What is going on? What is going on?
Take off! What are you doing? Life would be so much easier if you just listened to me. No, Tom. No. No! No! No!
I'm hearing voices at night. I can't sleep. It feels like I'm losing my mind. I know it's not real. I know it's not real. I'm hearing voices. I'm hearing this singing, this humming. And I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to do. It feels like there's people watching me, and I try to sleep and I just hear this humming in my head over and over and over again. And I don't know what to do.
My mind just won't stop thinking. You know, I'm not used to seeing such disturbing images. You know, it's like, you know, when I produce a show, it's not like this. I'm not seeing something horrific happen. You know, there's some mystery, but I know how the ending is because, you know, Jared would come out the other end alive. The mystery or whatever he was trying to explore or solve, you know, wasn't either real or didn't kill anybody, as far as the people I know. But when I'm watching this stuff with this guy, Thomas, you know, I don't know how the story ends. I don't know where it goes. I should have forced him to leave that island. I know I told Jared to leave, but I should have forced him. I had to call his mom. When I hadn't heard from him, I had to call his mom and let her know that I didn't know where he was.
Brandon, whenever you get this, I need you to pass this along to my mom. Mom, I love you. That's it, I love you. And I know you're always had my best interest at heart, and you you told me not to come, and I think you were right. I think you were right. I remember this time you walked into my room when I was a kid, and you told me that if anything ever happened to me, you would crawl into a hole and you would die. Then I don't know what it was, but you said it at just the right time. You were the one that kept me from doing stupid things. I hated feeling like I couldn't do something because of a feeling. And so I would push the boundaries, and I think I've gone too far. I don't know what happens after this. I know there's something very, very important is happening. But I don't think it's happening in this world. I love you.
We got the photos back. Let's see what we have on here. So it looks like they gave them to us on disc. Tom's getting beaten. Some sort of fingers getting cut. There's more Thomas. But look at that. There's a few different masked people, but who are these other guys? I think these are different patients that they had. I think I should get these CDs imported and take a closer look. Let's see what we got.
Just the thanks that I get from you. This. No. What would did your parents think?
No way.
Sorry for what? Ungrateful.
Where are you? Hello?
You're a good boy, Tom.
Don't hit him! Idiot! What the hell you do?
So another late night going through footage. I'm very tired and I just can't seem to get myself to sleep. It's a lot to have to go through and watch and just watch and watch and watch and watch and watch and watch. They were documenting all their experiments that they were performing on Thomas and that they wanted to see what this pain and torment was going to bring out of him. And so they set up cameras all throughout this compound and they filmed him constantly. What is the point of Project Leviathan? What is the point of what they're trying to do? Why are they testing and why are they doing this? Like, why? Why are they just beating this guy? I don't know how much more of this I can take, but I've got to try to find an answer. Not feeling good.
He can kill us. Whatever he wants to.
See these things, man. I don't want to see these things. I can't unsee the things that I'm seeing. I never should have opened the box. I don't want these things in my head. I don't want these things in my head.
Thomas, so you've been having trouble getting along with the other guests. Why do you think that is?
Tom is not here.
Who is it that I'm talking to then? Barbara. I normally speak with Tom. Thomas, I need to know if you're capable of getting along with the other patients here.
Stop clicking the pen.
Do you want to be part of our family here or not?
Thomas doesn't need a family.
Okay, so who's this guy? Another patient, it looks like.
It is in my blood. It is in my blood. It is in me. It is in my blood.
Substance is in his blood.
It is in my blood.
Substance. It's the black stuff in the... Is this what he's talking about?
You have to kill me. You have to remove the creature. You must take my blood and kill me. She comes to me. She finds me. So kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Please, please, please. I can feel it in my chest. My head. It's in my head. Kill me.
All right, I'm gonna stay up and watch more of this. I think there's a whole tape of this guy. I had to get out of the house for a bit because I feel like I was losing my mind and going crazy. I came to my favorite coffee shop here, feeling better today. I'm feeling awake. But I was watching so much of that footage of Thomas getting beaten. I feel like it just kind of consumed me, and I completely forgot that we found these files. Project Leviathan classified patient profile. Patient PL098B, Grant. Subject was discovered post-suicide attempt with deep inflicted lacerations on both wrists, with erratic speech about visions being too strong and seeing too much. Black vein syndrome. The anomalous substance is present, but in lower concentration than in PL097X Shaw. PL097X Shaw. Subject experienced fragments vision. Okay. Subject experiences fragmented visions of future events with lower accuracy compared to Shaw. Attempts at forced extraction of the black substance have yielded partial success, though the substance rapidly degrades outside of the living host. Project Leviathan may require Continued live specimen harvesting. They're keeping the hosts of this black substance alive at facility Theta 12. The big silos that I went to where I found this, that must have been where they were keeping them. Let's see, okay, Shaw. Subject reports recurring hallucinations. Ah. Come on. Black vein syndrome is the same thing. Foreign black viscous substance circulates through the subject's bloodstreams. Black substance is theorized to be an interdimensional pathogen or symbiotic entity. Oh gosh, it's burnt. Initial field tests indicate the substance amplifies energy fluctuations within portals, possibly acting as a key or stabilizer for the portals. Barbara Finch was the doctor experimenting on him. So these are two patients that were held at Project Leviathan's, what was it called? Facility Theta 12. It seems like they were there to harvest this black substance that was reacting to the interdimensional portals. Okay, this is Thomas. We have Thomas now. PL099T Thomas. Subject was acquired as an infant through undisclosed means and raised under Project Leviathan's covert development program. Black vein syndrome, same thing here. Dormant until activation. Unlike other subjects, the black substance in Thomas's blood remains inert until external triggers were introduced. That's why they're beating him. Subject was exposed to extreme psychological and physical trauma to force activation. Subject was forced to kill under controlled conditions, triggering activation for the first time at age 19. Subject refuses to remove a custom-designed mask, believing it to be the key to controlling the dark. Readings confirm a heightened neural response when mask is worn aligned with black substance activation. That's why he wears the mask. When activated, the subject displays abnormal strength and agility beyond human limits, natural human limits. Lethality, subject's combat abilities emerge only when a kill or be killed scenario. Dr. Barbara Finch deceased. Dr. Barbara Finch. Dr. Barbara Finch, that was who was the doctor for Shaw. Subject attempted escape from the facility Theta 12 during a psychological breakdown. Barbara Finch was killed in the confrontation. Subject breached security level 3, but was wounded during confrontation. He remains at large, though likely weakened. Recovery of both the substance and the mask is a top priority. So Thomas, Shaw, and Grant were all subjects held at the Theta 12 facility and were patients of Dr. Barbara Finch, but the only one that had their blood taken was Grant. Attempts at forced extraction have yielded partial success, though the substance rapidly degrades outside of a living host. That's what's in the glass jar. Subject PL113J. Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson is a YouTube content creator. Subject illegally entered Project Leviathan's restricted island under the guise of exploring an abandoned site. Surveillance team initially maintained passive observation, but biometric scans indicated traces of the black substance in his bloodstream. So this is saying that Jared already had the black substance in his blood. Extraction teams engaged at 8:42 a.m. Upon pursuit, subject exhibited a sudden and unexpected energy signature near Rift Site Omega, an unstable interdimensional anomaly on the island. Subject escaped through an active portal before your recovery units could secure him. High-profile anomaly. All known associates and online activity under surveillance for potential contact. I told you they're already watching me. Let's continue monitoring of Nalu Island's Rift Site Omega for signs of potential re-entry. So they think he's going to come back through on the island. So what connects them all and activates their abilities and has them be able to see visions of other dimensions or go in through portals is this black vein substance. It's the black substance in their veins. Black vein syndrome. And I have his. If we know that this black ooze is kind of like an interdimensional contaminant of some kind, something, it needs blood. And I want to see if I can get some of this black goop out of here and give it something to feed on. Okay. So we got a little drip of this black substance of some kind. Okay. So I fed it some of my own blood. Let's see what happens. I'll be back. So it has been 3 hours since I added my blood to the black substance, and this has grown exponentially. Are you seeing this? Like, it's got substance compared to like the dried out version here. This has substance, so it seems to really feed off of the host's blood. I have this theory as to why it gets activated at these different Project Leviathan sites, because Nalu Island is located near the Bermuda Triangle. That has been known to have crazy magnetic interference on planes and things, so I think it reacts to magnets. The location was at Theta 12 or Theta 13 that I went to is near mountains. Mountains have metals inside them that have weird magnetic energy. So I have a magnet here and I'm gonna see. Well, that definitely reacted. Wow, did you see it grab onto it? Let's see how far it'll go. See it reaching? Wow. It's definitely following the magnet. Wow. You see that? It's definitely following it. See that? Whoa. Not wanting to let go of me either. So what I did here is I put some of that black substance in a bottle of medical alcohol. And look, it's become even more like liquidy. You see that? It's very liquidy. And then I'm going to see how it reacts to the magnet. Oh, it doesn't seem to... Whoa, okay, there we go. Did you see that? Whoa, look at that. That's crazy. So it's definitely reacting to magnetic fields. That's why it activates near these different sites. You see how much it's just when it's nothing going on? Just chill. And then you bring a magnet into the equation and look at that. It starts activating. Wow. It wants to get out. It wants to get to that. It doesn't seem to like that I'm taking it off. It's not wanting to come off the magnet. It's not wanting to come off of me. Stop. Okay. Okay, it's definitely reacting. Okay. It definitely reacted to my blood, and it definitely reacted to magnetic signals. I think that explains why Project Leviathan has gotten these areas with strange magnetic frequencies. The magnetic frequencies seem to be what gets the black substance to respond in some way. I'm trying to get this black stuff off me, and it is just not wanting to come off. Like here, coming down my arm, it's just not wanting to come off. I'm gonna keep scrubbing at it, and hopefully it'll come off. I think it wants my blood. Hot water seems to help. But it's burning. Okay, I gotta get this stuff off. Hand drawings. Faces. Okay, this is Thomas. We got a drawing of Thomas. I wonder if this is like a self-portrait that he did. Barbara. I think that's Barbara Finch that he's talking about. Other than a self-portrait of Thomas, a few more masks, just a lot of eyes and faces. Got 3 more tapes to look through. A few of them have been blank. Yeah, this one looks like it hasn't even been used. So this tape looks used and an SD card just fell out of it. Here, let me check these real quick. Yeah, see, look, that one looks like it hasn't been used. Let's check that out. All right, let's see what's on this thing. It's not mounting. Oh, now it mounts. Mounted. So it's a Canon video card, what it looks like. Let's see what we got on here.
Alright, looks a little rough out there. We'll see what we can get.
It's Jared.
Here we go. Wild. I've heard of all these like stories of Bermuda Triangle, but it's crazy to see it. Magnetic force or supernatural pull, pulling ships to the reef, pulling planes out of the sky. You feel it? Feel the pull?
This is footage from Jared on the island. How does this make sense, though?
Somebody can do something with these.
Thank you.
You didn't get them from me.
What is this? Okay, Brandon. Pick up. Brandon, I don't know why you're not picking up right now. I hope it's not because you're mad at me. I'm sorry that I hung up on you the other day. See, look, I can't figure it out, okay? I mean, I'm reading these and I just don't understand what they're saying. I could really, really use your expertise on this. I'm gonna try. Hello? Okay, y'all. I think I know where I'm getting these strange injuries from now. Apparently, I'm sleepwalking. I know I laid down in this bed and I fell asleep last night, but this morning I woke up on that coral, and I'm starting to remember things. I have these strange dreams. Very real to me. This place that's everything around me is a part of me. It starts with the bright white light, and I'm in this extremely clean place, stark white.
We know the black substance was in his blood before he came to the island. So it was in his blood the entire time. That's why every time he went to the coral, he passed out. It was like working as like a key for him to jump dimensions without even knowing it.
And then my reality, my physical world forms around me with my thoughts. I mean, whatever I ask, whatever I need, whatever I feel, it's there. I asked for success in this place, in this dream, in this realm, and I felt the warmth and the gratitude. I felt it all, and it was amazing. And when I get back here, none of it feels as real as when I'm there. I feel dead inside. I couldn't hear the voice. It was in my head. It was a conversation going. The nexus, that's what I kept hearing.
What is this nexus? Nexus.
The nexus of all things, of all reality, of all dimensions. I know this is the real world, but the leaves don't sing quite as brightly here. The air is not as sweet here.
This is what Project Leviathan wants. They want the resources from this nexus place. If it's much more beautiful and abundant in the nexus, then that is what Project Leviathan wants. They want to get there, and I think they want to take the resources from it.
Everything than I'm supposed to have here. I'm sorry, Mom.
I have no idea how this card got in there. I don't know how it got in with the VHS tapes. My only guess is that the dimensions do not give a crap about time and things all just get mixed up. But Jared is alive. Whatever this nexus place is, I gotta figure out how to get there. Just spitballing here, I'm thinking that if I can get enough of this black substance and pair it with the mask, if that really is a trigger for the substance, I'm wondering if I can go back to that location, Theta 12, the silos, and if I can get through the portal and get Jared back. It's definitely worth trying, and tonight Jared's coming back. All right. Okay, I've kind of performed a little science experiment here. I've put some of this. It's kind of starting to turn green blackish liquid. I put it in with some of my blood, and as you can see, it has started to grow. The black substance is growing. I didn't know how much I needed, so I just kept draining my blood. And I've got 3 containers here. Starting to kind of push its way out. Black ooze is already starting to fill. I've been feeling pretty lightheaded.
It's in my blood.